Have you ever wondered what it really means for Christ to be at the center of everything? That's what the book of Colossians is all about. Written by the Apostle Paul while he was in prison, this letter is a bold declaration of who Jesus is and why that changes everything. In chapter 1, Paul opens with a prayer of thanks for the Colossians' faith, but then he dives deep into one of the most powerful Christ-centered passages in the whole Bible. Colossians 1:15-20 declares that Christ is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. Everything was created through him and for him. He holds all things together. This echoes John 1:3. Through him all things were made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. Paul is reminding the Colossians and us that Jesus isn't just a good teacher. He is supreme over all, creation, the church, and even death itself. In chapter 2, Paul warns them not to be deceived by empty philosophy or human traditions. Verse 9 says, "For in Christ all the fullness of the deity lives in bodily form." That's huge. God wasn't just represented in Jesus. God was fully present in him. Philippians chapter 2 verses 6-7 backs this up, showing that Jesus, though being in very nature God, humbled himself for us. Paul tells them not to get caught up in legalism, rules about food, festivals, or the Sabbath. These, he says in Colossians chapter 2 verse 17, are just a shadow of things to come, but the substance belongs to Christ. In chapters 3 and 4, Paul shifts from theology to practical living. If you've been raised with Christ, he says in chapter 3 verse 1, set your hearts on things above. He's calling believers to throw off the old self, sin, anger, lies, and put on the new self, clothed in compassion, kindness, humility, and love. He even gives clear instructions for households, husbands, wives, children, and servants, all centered around respect and working as if for the Lord, as mentioned in Colossians chapter 3 verse 23. The letter ends with personal greetings and reminders, a small window into Paul's ministry and the people around him. But the big message of Colossians never fades. Jesus is enough. He is Lord over all, so walk in him. Root your life in him, and let nothing, no philosophy, no tradition, no rule, pull you away from that truth. If this message inspired you or helped clarify the power of Christ in Colossians, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment on what stood out to you most, and subscribe for more biblical deep dives. Until next time, stay rooted in truth and walk in Christ.